Welcome into Rebound Off the Net. I'm your host, Joshua Cox, and today we have a special guest. Our guest today is a longtime player in both the AF2 and the AFL, and recently just named the head coach of the Iowa Rampage. Our guest is Mr. Tyus Jackson. Coach Jackson, we appreciate you coming on tonight.
Oh, man, thanks for having me, man. It's a pleasure.
We're going to get to the Rampage in just a minute, but let's first start off with your playing career. You started off your career playing at community college in Northeast Mississippi and then went on to the FBS level at Memphis. Tell us a little bit about your college career and your experience in your college.
Okay, so my bad. Well, coming out of high school, I signed my letter of intent to Ole Miss. Went there, had a coaching change with Coach Cutcliffe left and Coach Ogeron came in. And it's just, how things go when your guys that recruit you leave. It just didn't feel right. So I took a year off, basically. When I took a year off, I left and went to Northeast Mississippi Community College, where I met Coach Bobby Hall and Andy Greening, and they turned things around. And I left, and then I left there and went on to the University of Memphis. Played 3 years there. Had an okay career. Could have done better, looking back at it. But things still worked out for me. Went on to play in the Arena 2. With Coach Dan Bartow, another Memphis alum in the grad, that was with the Memphis Explorers. And I was just trying to, still search that way and find that dream to ultimately get back outside and play, just a chance to play football. And like I said, I took on the arena ball and just went on from there.
Yeah, you talked about it there. You started out your career in AF2, the former AFL minor league with the Fort Wayne Fusion and the Quad City Steamwheelers. How did you get involved in that brand of football, and what was that like for you?
Like I say, when I was coming out of college, I said I did the pro day and all those things, and things didn't work out for me. So my agent at the time, Marty Magic, MGM Sports out in Pennsylvania, he just said, "You want to keep playing? Let's try arena ball." And like I said, Dan Bartow, the late great, was a Memphis alum, and he was with the Memphis Explorers. So I went there and tried out for the team in the spring. Once, like I said, I didn't get drafted or get picked up by anyone. I just wanted to keep my clock going and get some film out there to ultimately, like I say, try to get back outside. And I played in, got a lot of experience. Like I said, the first year with the arena in general, it's just a different game. So I went in there, my head spinning a little bit, just trying to figure out the rules and the 8-man game in general. So I took that year as like a year to soak up everything. And then, like I say, the following year I went on to sign with the Fort Wayne Fusion with touchdown Eddie Brown. And that's when the light bulb went off, so to say. Goes to touchdown, like one of the late greats that played this game, taught me everything as far as how the game's been played, how to maximize my potential and know how to go both ways and things of that nature. And like I said, my indoor career just took off from there. I took it to heart. Like I said, I was getting a chance to still play football, and I was still chasing those dreams of ultimately getting back outside or even moving up to the Arena 1. And that's where it went.
Yeah, you talked about you moved up to the Arena 1. After 3 years in AF2, you then worked your way back up to the AFL. You played for Milwaukee Iron, Kansas City Command, Chicago Rush, New Orleans Voodoo. What were your experiences like with those teams, and did you have a favorite stop or memory from those seasons in the AFL?
Well, first, before that happened, I was in Quad City, and I got signed with the Kansas City Brigade. And then the league went under in '08, and so I went on the funk. So I came back again and did another year in the Deuce, and then I went on to Milwaukee Iron, and again with another great coach and legend, and the late great, rest in peace, Coach Lanzi. He's again another guy that knows the game and in and out, and him and Coach Walker and Coach Stout. They taught me the game, and it has a bunch of great veterans around me with the names of Chris Greisen and Joe Sykes and Kareem Smith and Damon Harrell. Just a lot of greats around me. So it was a good experience and great way to keep playing. And I had a lot of fun with the Milwaukee Iron.
You ended your playing career in the CIF, then got involved in coaching. You coached a few years in both the IFL and the NAL. What made you decide to go into coaching?
Always something I wanted to do. Once I got done with my playing career, I always wanted to, give back to what God gave me and that blessing of playing football and, being around, kids and whatnot. So I just took the route of either way, whatever route that was given to me. So like I said, I was coaching high school up here in Kansas City, Missouri, with Park Hill High School, Park Hill Trojans. And I just kept on playing. And like I said, a great friend of mine that I met in here in Kansas City, another great indoor legend, Chris Coughlin. He got a job with the It was the Kansas City Phantom in the CIF, and they asked me like, Coach, you want to be my D coordinator? I'm like, why not? You know, like I was already coaching high school, was D coordinator there, and I was like, why not give back to the indoor game? And it don't conflict with my season, so I said, let me give it a shot, and I went on, and I loved it.
Absolutely. Let's get onto the Iowa Rampage now. What was the process like in getting the Rampage job, and how did that opportunity come about for you?
Well, you know, what the owner Trevor, he was one part owner up in the Topeka Tropics with the Topeka Tropics, and you know, after the season, me and him had a great relationship for the most part, and I said if you ever get, he told me he was still working on trying to get another team, and he was going to try to bring one to Kansas City, but Kansas City didn't work out at the time. The market, I mean, not the market, just didn't have any things just didn't come together like we wanted it to. And so he went on into Council Bluff, and at the time, with the Council Bluff job, you know, with me being a teacher and having stuff going on, he needed someone to get out and hit the feet, get everything rolling with a new team, a new market, and so he needed someone there right now. And so when that happened, he went with the other coach, Coach Henderson, and the things I don't know what happened, just called me up and said, "Well, are you Would you be willing to come back?" And so I said, "Why not?" You know, like I said, I always had a great relationship with Trevor. AFL is one of the games that taught me everything and put me in this position to even think about getting a job, even if it's dealing with high school or whatever. So of course, I wanted to come back and with the rebirth of the game, and you know, and like I said, I had enough stuff to prove myself as far as how I left the game in the CIF. As far as, you know, like I said, I didn't win any games, but I learned a lot. It was a humbling year, and like I said, I have things to prove on the field well, I did my thing on the field. I wanted to have things to prove off the field as a coach. So, you know, it's a competitive nature, and just want to. And like I said, I love the game in general. I love the guys being around and, you know, missing the locker room camaraderie and just being around football. So it was a no-brainer for me to give it a shot again. And I was happy for the opportunity.
Absolutely. The Rampage ownership decided to move on from the previous head coach, and you ended up getting the job later than what was normal. How's that? Has that been challenging stepping into this role later than normal? And how's your first couple of weeks or so been like?
I would say, you know, when Mike and Trevor came to me about the job, asking me if I did get it, would I change anything or this anything? Well, Coach Henderson, for the most part, he put a great coaching staff together. So I was kind of gifted into that with Coach Romaine and Larachi Jackson and Coach Wells, and then we added on. Well, at the time, was PL5, but things doesn't work out as far as negotiating his contract. So I was able to get D Morgan, and so and also Coach Tanner Bonner. So like I said, the guys were a wealth of knowledge in arena ball, and guys I played against, and I respected them in their crafts and what they did. So and I also seen the roster that they put together. I was like, yes, it's gonna be a good situation, you know. So, like I said, I pounced on it.
Yeah, absolutely. Y'all got probably the most former AFL players on the coaching staff in the league, so that's going to help you a whole lot in this transition.
It's gonna help a lot. It's gonna help a lot, you know. So we're gonna definitely capitalize and off the edge of knowing the game, you know. And you know, in the beginning, I'm pretty sure all the other great coaches around will catch up as well. But we're gonna for sure take advantage of the opportunity of us having the edge and playing the game in the beginning for sure.
What are some of the things you plan to do to get out in the community and help build up the fan base?
Yeah, just beat the streets, you know. Just go and market, talk about it. Be a walking billboard with, you know, with all the Rampage gear on, and just getting out to the community and just let them know that we're here. We had an event with the Chambers about like a week ago down at the Mac Center, and there was a lot of people showing a lot of interest coming up to us, and they're happy about it. So Kelsey and our front office is doing a great job with marketing right now. And like I told them when I came here for the fire and police game they had, I can tell that they was doing a great job. Like I said, I've been in the AFL, I've been around good programs, organizations that did it the right way, and I can tell that they was hungry and they were doing the right thing because, like I said, the people they're very excited about what's coming.
Yeah, I think the Rampage has done a great job out in the community with marketing and stuff, especially any team that's not been established too. So.
Yes, exactly.
You brought Donovan Morgan came with you as offensive coordinator. What does he bring to the coaching staff?
He brings tenacity, like I said, a wealth of experience, There's knowledge of the game. He's also a MAC JC guy, a JUCO guy, Pearl River. So we bumped heads and growing up doing that. And then, like I say, as far as me playing against him, he was just a guy. Like I say, he talked his talk, but he also walked. If that makes sense, he was a stand up guy, and just what I'm saying, he gonna bring a lot of attention to detail, tenacity, the fun, the flair, that arena fans want. And I think that's what he brings to the table. And like I say, he's a brought on, like I said, a very detail oriented coach and know what he wants. So, and I know the guys who respect him for what he did in the game. So, like I said, it's just easy when you put that together for him to bring him in.
You're a defensive guy. Do you plan on doing defensive play calling?
Yeah, I want to be the head coach. First and foremost, like I told those guys, there were some guys. James Romaine was already named the DC. I didn't want to come in and shake too much things up, So, and like I said, I respect James Romaine what he did in the game. It's one of another guy, legend, probably be in the Hall of Fame one day, but he was great on the back end. So I just told him, I'm gonna let you call your things, so when I handle the front end for the most part. But at the end of the day, it's gonna be all of us working together. Like I said, I have Tanner Bonner, I have Larachi Jackson, I have James Romaine. Those are great defensive-minded guys, and I say we put all of our heads and stuff together and scheme in that war room. I think we'll come out with a great game plan week after week. So I'm very excited, man. So like I said, at the end of the day, Coach will be the DC, but I would call the thing, but we'll play off of the stuff that he runs, if that makes sense. Ultimately we're gonna make our game plan together on Sunday when we all get ready to make everything goes. But I'm gonna call the fronts off of what he called from the back. And like I said, that's his word. I know front and back, but at the end of the day, like I say, that's his word for the most part. And so I know what I can call. I know what goes right with what he does on the back end, and I'll make the front end work with that. So I think it's gonna be a good situation. I really do.
Absolutely. For those that don't know, how does defense look different in the arena ball compared to outdoor game?
Arena is mano. It's just, an indoor game. I mean, on an outdoor game, you can scheme and double team a guy and make a hole this way and this and the third. But with indoor, it's mano. And the game is fast. It's obviously set up for the offense to win. So you got to count your battles and take the lessons and whatever little inch you get, it's a plus. So it's like I said, it's very different. But if you can just get pass rush, just like any other game, though, indoor, outdoor, it helps you on the back end, and it helps the defense succeed. And it's having guys that's hungry and can make plays. Because, like I say, arena ball is mono. It's a one-on-one 90% of the time. So if you can have that guys that can make plays against another guy, it's definitely beneficial. So you want a lot of athletes and guys that own their crafts and can make things happen for you.
Absolutely. What do things look like right now with your roster? I know you all won't finalize it until camp, but how close are you to filling the roster spots that you'll be taking to camp?
When I came in, we had it was 20 some guys signed, 26 I think. We didn't like I said, we didn't try to change too much. I gave the guys a way out if they wanted to, because like I said, I understand the coaching change. I've been through that in college, so I understand guys they didn't get recruited by me or want to leave or move on. So there's a couple of guys that left, but for the most part, the roster was pretty much set. The coach did a great job. Coach Wells did a great job with being the recruiting coordinator, was getting guys in, especially our guys up front. At the end of the day, like I tell everybody, if I can get to your quarterback and you can't get to mine, I'm going to win a lot of games. So I think we're solid up front for sure. We have the skill guys behind us as well on both sides of the ball now, and guys that have played a little bit of the indoor game, so that helps a lot as well. And then, like I said, at the end of the day, with the knowledge that we have as coaches, I feel like that we can get the guys to, move me. If they was good last year, make them great this year. And if they was bad, but okay last year, we can make them good this year. So that's the motto going into camp, working hard, paying attention to detail. And like I say, just turn everybody's weaknesses into positive and turn your positives to gold, if that makes sense.
Who are some of your mentors or people you've learned from that will help you as you enter the new challenge as an AFL head coach?
My coaches in the AFL, like I said, the great Coach Lindsay. I actually spoke to him on Wednesday or Thursday before he passed. I know that was something that God did. Because I'm a spiritual person. I reached out to him, and let him know that I got the job, and picked his brain on things, how he did things, how he brought in guys, as far as picking them and like what number, and as far as utility guys and what type of guys to pick, how to go pick them. who to talk to and those of that nature. So for sure, Coach Lindsey, touchdown Eddie Brown. He just taught me a lot as far as want to and working hard. That guy worked so hard with everything. Like I said, in practice, he was very detail oriented, and it's the reason why he was one of the best players to ever play the game of arena football. So bring him, and also with Coach Walker. He taught me a lot well on the back end when I was in Milwaukee with the iron. Just his attention to detail as well, and just watching film. He was a film guru. Like he could catch any tendency, what was going on. So with him, it's helping me out, and there's a lot of coaches. And Dan Bartow, another late great Dan Bartow, he also taught me a lot. It's a lot. I was blessed to have been around a lot of great arena ball players and coaches, and I'm happy and I'm grateful for that. So I can't really pick one. I would say I took a little bit from everyone, you know, and I wrote and it got me to this point. So like I said, I'm gonna put that out on the field and let's see what happens.
What does your coaching style look like? What are your expectations for your players?
Expectations come in and be a pro. You know, I shouldn't have to make you want to do something that you get to do. Like I tell my guys all the time, you don't have to be here. We get to be here. You know, if someone else could be the head coach. I get to be the head coach. I don't have to be the head coach. You don't have to be here as a player. So I want you to come in and treat that as such. Take every opportunity as it is, and because tomorrow it could be gone. And, you know, also playing on a board and you know what I'm saying, the street for the most part. As far as the turf, your life. Something can happen to you dangerous at any time. So I want them to come in, like I say, ready, hungry, because like I tell a lot of guys too, if you come in here to make this a career, I don't want those guys for the most part. I want guys that still have aspiration of getting back outside, you know. So if you come in there with that type of mentality and want to and hunger, you have no choice but to, you know, go back and get back outside and pay attention. Just be coachable and be a good teammate, you know. Be a good teammate in general. Guys gonna thrive off of the guys, you know. The locker room win games. Coaches, we win. I take that back. Locker room win championships. Coaches win games for the most part, you know. But if our locker room is carried with leaders and guys are accountable and want to be here, then great things are gonna happen. Because at the end of the day, like I say, we know the game. We know we're gonna put you in the right situation, but it's on what you do on and off the field to get you to that level. So I'm just looking for hungry guys and guys that's gonna pay attention to detail, and I can't accept sorriness. You know, I didn't approach the game that way. I took every day. I took advantage of it. I made sure that, you know, I had a regimen. You know, working out, doing in season. I'm going to see my massage therapist. I'm going to training every day. I'm going to the whirlpool. I'm doing the contrast. I'm doing everything to keep my body here so I can be able to go throughout the whole year. You know, and like I said, Reno, especially my position in MAC, we do is bang, 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 bang. So I had to take care of my body. So, but like I say, you're running on concrete for the most part, so you definitely got to take care of your bodies. And we aren't getting any younger, so I want guys just to be a pro. You know, just do everything that you have to do for you to live. I mean, eventually get out of there and win a championship and prepare yourself to the next level as far as going back outside or even just trying to be one of the best arena guys there is.
Absolutely. What are you most excited about in this next chapter of the AFL?
The rebirth, man. Like I said, I'm just happy that it's back. I'm happy that the game is back. You know, I didn't coach in the IFL, CIF. It's a much different game. Like I say, going from there to here, but I'm just happy that it's back, and I'm just excited for the fanfare. I'm excited for the net to be back. I'm just excited for everything about the arena football. Like I said, it was a game that paved the way for me and gave me a chance to continue to play ball and to continue to make a living for me and my family. And I'm just so excited. I'm so grateful for the opportunity. So I'm just excited for the game to be back in general. It's a blessing to all the guys and to the fans, and most of them, because arena fans, we have some great fans. We really did. Always, every city I went to, we had some great fans.
Yeah, arena football fans are the greatest in the world.
Yes, and
that's passionate. Now, last question for you, Coach. What can we expect from the team here the next couple of months? And do you have anything you want to say to the AFL fans?
AFL fans, we're still, you know, there's still some pieces of the puzzle that has to be put together, but we're still working diligently and hard to put a great product on the field. We still got some spots left. We got a couple tryouts coming up. One on the 24th here in Kansas City. So we'll be posting that. Come check that out. We're still looking for some guys that are hungry, that want to come in here and compete. As far as anything else, as far as the game, we're gonna put on a show for you. That's the plan, to put on a great show for the fans. If you're from Council Bluff, you're from Omaha, anywhere in the AFL, we want you to tune in to the Rampage. As I say, we're gonna ramp it up. And like I said, it's a lot of unfinished business to do as far as on my end. Like I said, I have to win. I'm not gonna come in and say I will win at this. I have to win. So with my track record as far as the coaching things go, but like I say, I'm gonna control what I control. I'm gonna take the good with the bad from what happened before, and I won't do it this year, if that makes sense. So it's a learning experience for everybody. And like I say, you have to look yourself in that mirror. And I know I have what it takes now with my great coaching staff, the front office, and the guys we are assembling. So I know for a fact we're gonna put on a great show for these guys, and I'm gonna make sure I hold my guys accountable day in and day out, so they are able to hone their crafts and show out and do their things as well. So it's going to be a complete team effort. I would say organization effort from top to bottom, because, we're only good as we are here, and stuff rolls downhill. So we will make sure that, like I say, do what we're supposed to do, pay attention to detail, and put on a great show for these guys this year and for the fans, because they need it. And like I said, Council Bluff has been very welcoming to us, to me as well. Like I said, I was in the Chambers thing. I had a lot of people coming up to me. They're so excited about what's going on. Even with the swap, I didn't hear too many people gripe about it. So, and that's a good thing. I have my word a little bit, about what they're gonna say with this guy. He bringing in this guy, this and the third. But I know what I can do. People know what I can do, and like I say, at the end of the day, we're just gonna make it happen this year, and I'm excited. And I thank you very much for having me.
Yeah. Coach, we appreciate your time. We look forward to seeing the Rampage play, and we'll talk to you again down the road.